Hey y'all, I'm coming here from the kitchen. And actually, I have y'all a little bit too close. You a little bit too close for comfort. So I'm going to back it up while I'm waiting for y'all to come in because I'm early. Which some people will never believe. But I am. I'm early. I'm super mega early. So, hello and welcome to the crazy. Um, I'm gonna try and position you the right way so I can see you and you can see me and all that good stuff. So welcome to the craziness. Today we're gonna be working on. Oh, I know I gotta wait for people to come in. Lord, one British Columbia, two British Columbia, screw British Columbia. Hey y'all, I'm coming here from the kitchen, and today we're gonna be working on a stained glass tumbler using alcohol inks and glitter instead of just glitter. Um, I thought about it and I was like, I wonder if that'd be pretty. And so we're gonna fancy it and see how it would work. I gotta get that piece of paper off of there because that's gonna drive the sleeves off of me. Um, and then we're gonna see how pretty it's gonna look. Um, but I think it's gonna look fantabulous. Also, some people asked if I'd show them how to tape it again, so I figured, well, what better way to show it than on here because, uh, well, I would give you a tutorial. That's what Luke calls it, a tutorial. So, ta-da! All right. So I'm starting with a 20 ounce this time, and it's not a skinny. It's not a even keel. Some people said, "Well, does it work with any cup?" Yeah, you can do it with any size cup, any girth or weight or whatever. But I do always start with a straight line. So I'm going to show you. I always start with one straight line down the middle. Okay. So even though I start with one straight, I'm not. So let's get that right on out there. Um, so I'll start with a straight line, and then I'm going to just move it a little bit. And even though I'm going to put this on top of this tape, I'm going to razor blade it off of there. So even though I'm going to overlap some a little bit, don't mistake it. Like, I'm going to razor blade it off. So right now, I'm not caring about it. Okay. But I will afterwards. All right. So even though right now I'm just very willy nilly about things, um, and in the middle I'm just like cutting it, I'm not caring. I will care about it later. Okay. So I'm really just kind of all, it's very, and you want to be kind of careful with pulling your tape if you pull it up and down. Um, you want to be kind of careful pulling it up and down because you don't want to pull the paint off of your cup. Oh, I didn't pull that, put that up there enough, but I will. Um, so I'm just going to move this a little bit. And if you have a turner that goes both ways, it's going to go back and forth. So I'm just going to go a little bit from that straight line and kind of just give it a little bit of, I'm very random with it. There's no like really, the only method line that I had was the first one. And you want to try and make sure that your lines don't go all in the same direction, that you kind of, in the middle and, up and down, side to side, left and right. Um, if, sometimes I'm going to pick it up and hand turn it and do all kind of craziness with it. So you don't want to just do any old crap with it. And I'm just going to snip it and forget it. And I might just, over here, lock these two lines up and lock it up with like a crooked legged line. And so it's really just very geometric shapey, whatever you want to, wherever you want to put your lines. Okay. So you're going to have to do some razor blading in the end. And some people do their meticulous cutting in the beginning. Like they sit and cut. And I just stick it and then I click it later. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. And I'm kind of looking for like if there's a big spot, I'm going to move it. And this is going to be where the glitter is. So this is going to be where your glitter lines are. So just be mindful how much you use or where you're using it or what shapes you're using. Be mindful of where your holes are. Be mindful of where your holes are. Be mindful of where your holes are. So that you're not like overlapping your holes and stuff. Because that's where your ink is going to be. So wherever there's not tape, that's where your ink is going to be. Okay. Excuse me. So I think I might just want to, I might want that little line right there. Thank you. That little line right there. And so I'm just going around. Some people paint their cups black, but I feel like I want to sneeze again. Okay, maybe I'm not. I feel like I am. Okay, I'm not. And do the black with it, but you have to be careful with a couple of things with black. Number one, black spray paint comes up super easy when you do double stick tape. I don't know the rhyme or reason why black paint comes up easier. It just does. And the other thing is, when you spray paint it black, your alcohol inks won't show up as good. So just be mindful of that when you are doing your cup, what color you spray it. If you're doing alcohol inks, you want to spray it white. So I'm just twirly birding this around to make sure that I get all the shapes. And you can use bigger double-sided tape. You can use the bigger the tape, the fewer the shapes. The smaller the tape, the less the line. So I'm just kind of, I'm going to do this. This I'll get a quicker look. Look around, and I think that's good. So you'll see these are where my lines are going to be. And so that's how you tape. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back, and any overlapping, I'm going to razor out. Okay. And this is kind of like the tedious part. So if you're watching the replay, this is where you would more than likely just, you would more than likely fast forward. If you're not watching the replay, if you're watching the live, well, sucks to be you. So if you're watching the live, you would slit two pieces and you would just pick off this piece that's on top of that, because you don't want it to pull your other piece of tape and pull the glitter off, if that makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you and you're like, well, I'm just going to leave it, it'll be fine, I'm just going to leave it, and it'll be fine. Go ahead and leave it, and then the next time you do it, you're gonna pull it off. I promise. Because I learned the hard way. So you're just gonna razor blade, pull, get under it and pull, so that you don't have that middleman little bit of glitter. I mean, little bit of tape. Um, and so that it's not on there. And you will thank me for this little tipsy um, later on in the process. I assure you. And get you like a little razor blade that you feel comfortable with, or a little cutting tool that you feel comfortable with, and just get up in there. And this little pieces, I might have to retape this. And if you get too much off, or you pull too much off, or you're like all willy-nilly about something, you know what you do? You just retape it, boo-boo. So it's not really that big of a problem. So you just slit, and get. That's what you do. So let me try and pull that. And this is kind of tedious. It comes because if you put a lot of lines, you're gonna have a lot to pull. So that's where my discrepancy is right now. Is I'm pulling a lot, so it's no big deal. But I needed that little piece right here. Too late. So, and I hope everybody is understanding what I'm doing. If you don't, you will. So, ooh, look at this little crosshairs of conundrums. This is like 6 of them, all on top of each other. That's a fun little stupid move I made. So I'm just trying to do that. So while you're waiting, if you're doing this along with me, you want to get out your alcohol inks, a sponge. You want to get out alcohol inks, a sponge, and a plate or something to like dab your alcohol inks on. Something like that, and that's it. Oh, and glitter of some type, glitter of your choice. So something like that. Okay. So get that out, and we're gonna. I'm almost done. I cut the wrong thing. What the heck? Okay, wait. I cut a piece I shouldn't have cut. I'm just going to put it back and hope that that stays. But that might look like crap, so we're going to have to recut that. And so Luke's birthday is coming up. He will be 6 on Saturday. So he is super mega excited. And he told me this morning when I said, Bubba, I'm so excited I'm going to be making your cake. And he said, make sure not to bring that weak crap to his birthday cake. So I need to make sure not to bring the weak crap to his birthday cake. He said, just because we're stuck inside, I better not bring the weak crap. So I need to make sure I make good cake for his birthday cake. He's been cooped up with adults way too long, and he needs children interaction desperately. Poor little darling. He needs some sort of child interaction, and he's obsessed with taking over the craft empire, as he so lovingly calls it. He's like, I'm going to take over this empire. I was like, well, all right then. I guess you're going to take over the craft empire then. At least that's what he thinks. He's going to take over a college education and get a master's degree. That's what he's going to be doing. All right, I think I got it all. We shall see when it comes down to it. There's always that one piece that you forget. But we're going to see. All right. Let me dump this, and then we're going to go. Because I had glitter. All right. So I'm going to leave my tape, obviously, on. And I'm going to go over here. Okay. And I'm going to put... So I used to do it on top of... I'll try and do it on top of this so you can kind of see. Let me get some makeup sponges. I'll put back the green too. I thought I had a pink, but... Alright. Let me get a glove on because alcohol ink is the worst to get on your hands. Like the worst. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing alcohol ink swooshes all over, and then I'm going to pull the double-sided tape, okay, and then put this shiny shimmery tinsel. It's called Tangled Up in Tinsel from Nola Craft Culture in the middle. So it's going to kind of be like all kind of pizzazzle. So I'm going to start with this teal, and I'm just going to kind of like spoosh it, sponge it, like just kind of like just very random. Blending is the secret, Edward. Okay. And I'm just kind of, I wonder what hydro dipping would do. You know what that means, right? Like if we hydro dipped one. Alright. And then I'm going to take the same top. Oh my god, am I out of this color? Crap. What color is this? Oh, damn. Well, That's unfortunately sad. And I'm just going to kind of like mix it in up here. That's one down. Let's see if I have another one of that. Alright, let's see. I'm going to take like the side. And I'm just going to like swoosh it in the same, on the same color. Like to mix it and to blend it. Different side of the brush. Different side, different color. Put it some down here. Mix the colors, mix the paints. If you want to get like really creative, you can mix the colors at the same time to where they kind of like do a little dance of craziness. Okay? So it gets like all fancy dancy. If you want to blend it more, you can like kind of, so you can dot it like this, or you can swoosh it, or if you want it like really pretty, you can like paint it, or you can do whatever. But I like to kind of just whatever. And if you have those little fingertip brushes, you know what I'm talking about? The little fingertip brushes, where are they? These things. If you have these are probably like super fun to like watch. Well, I almost put that on my shirt. I would have been so mad at myself. But like, so then you can like just be like da 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 and like finger your cup. So like, I'm gonna just like put a little bit, and I'm just gonna like put this color on this finger, and this color on this finger, and I'm just gonna like da 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 da. Oh my god, that's so cool! La 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 la. This is so cool. Oh, that's really pretty. And I'm just gonna like finger my cup until it looks the way I want. And I might add a little bit of green. Let me get a green finger, because this is fun. Fingering is fun. I can only imagine what my poor mama is saying. And you just add your little green splotches wherever you want. They can give you a little massage. I'll give you a little massage. This is so fun. Alright. Next side of the cup. Alright. A little bit of green. A little bit of pink. A little bit of teal. And go. And you just kind of like get all up in there. And you just give you a cup of massage. This is fun. And you just alcohol ink in there. I think I put a little bit too much green this time. That's okay. Oh, then just take your finger off, stupid. Stop greening it. And you just, if you put a little bit too much one color, just get your alcohol ink and start fingering the other colors. Okay, and start getting all up in there. Oh look, and you can just turn your, wait, let me turn. Damn it. Turn your color on the other way. Oh yeah, girl, look at this. These are like little baby bingo markers. Turn that on. And you just get it. So now we add the green. This is really pretty. Now take the green back. La 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 la. Oh crap, I put the green on the wrong one. This is literally probably the most fun I've had in like 4 or 5 days. Other way, stupid. Now my turner won't go the right way. There we go. Alright, and I'm just gonna dot it. Adding green sporadically. Coming down on the bottom. Come around again. Seeing as it comes around, you just... Seriously, this is like super mega fun. You just add the green as you need it. Add the pink. Add the colors where you need it. Legit dope as hell. Oh, a little bit of green right here. A little bit of green. Oh, do you like your friend? Oh, you're so nice. Oh, thank you. See? Just the tip. This is so fun. And then if you want, you can even spray alcohol to make it do like this reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make it do like the alcohol reaction. If I had alcohol, I would make it do the reaction, but I don't. Oh, I think that's alcohol right there. I think. I'll have to smell it. Hold on, wait. Which, I don't advise this, but... Oh, yeah, that's alcohol. And then you could take a regular sponge and just give it some little sassy pizzazzies. You know? And then just sass. Right? Yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes. And then it like just gets all like, what? Like very reactive. Radioactive. Oh, this is very nice. I'm very pleased with myself on this. Like, I'm super mega pleased. And while it's wet, you just wet it and go get it. So you just do your little business, right? Okay. And you put your little finger sponges away. All right. Now, you cover back up. If you're happy with your business, which I'm pretty happy with my business. Like, I'm pretty happy with my business. All right. You let it dry for a hot second. Okay. Well, I have a heat gun. So, my hot second. And I'm putting it on cold because my cup is metal. And I don't want to burn the bejesus out of me. So I'm putting it on cool. See, I can like put it on cold. And not burn myself. That's what I love about this heat gun. It's because it's not always heat. And I'm just going to dry my cup. Because I put all that last call for alcohol on my cup. And look, if you don't like some areas, you get you some alcohol and you wipe it off and you start over. Or you re-spray paint it and you start over. Okay? It's really not a conundrum. But I'm really pleased with my, like, I'm really pleased with it. Alright. Now, you take your little Big O. Now, you can do like an accent color, like purple or whatever, whatever. But I'm going to do shiny, this shiny stuff. Alright, you take your Big O, and you get all up under it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take it all off. Take it off! I'm going to take it all off at the same, in one big swoop. Because it's just easier that way to me. So take it all off, rather than take it off, pour a little bit. Oh, there's one snag. There's a snag. It's just easier to take it off than to take it, pour it, take it, pour it. It's just easier. So, and then to get it all over around your cup, you just turn your turner on and just go around. It should come off super easy because you've already taken the side tips off, so it shouldn't snag on the middle ground. Your Big O gets right underneath those tips, so it shouldn't be hard for you. And don't, like touch it, because obviously your glove and stuff will stick to it, but you're just gonna get it. And obviously with it moving makes it a little bit difficult, but you just get it. I'm trying to see, and you can see which ones you removed and not, because obviously it's colored a little bit differently. So you're going to be able to see it differently. And so I'm just trying to pull these last pieces off, and then we're going to put the glitter. This is my lead out piece right here. I think I almost got it all. Didn't we almost have it all? So I'm just concentrating so I can pull all this lovely stuff. I think I have 2 pieces left. I just gotta wait for it to come. So it comes off really pretty. It looks really nice. It's gonna look a little bit more refined once I have the glitter on, I think. And our group calls this our Soul Shine collection. Thanks to an amazing singer that we love and we listen to. We call this our Soul Shine collection. Alright. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your glitter and you're going to, not with your bare hands, but with a gloved hand, you're going to put it on. And you're going to just rub it in the creases. And when you have double-sided tape like this, it's better to rub it in, because when you rub it in to places, it kind of makes sure that it sticks, and you make sure that it kind of gets in like the groove of the tape. Make sure you kind of rub it backwards and forwards. You don't want it to kind of not get in that like groove of the tape. And this is tinsel and ultrafine, so you really want to make sure that it gets in that that kind of collection of it. And then you want to move it. I like to move it. And you just want to put a little bit. You don't want to like do this massive dump and then pick up glitter, because the more glitter that goes out of your container that you have to put back in, it's contaminating your glitter. So I know some people don't have the patience or the time or the knowledge about that, but when you move glitter out of your container, it gets contained, like you contaminate it. So the less you have to pour back in. So I don't like just dump it and then pour back in, dump it and pour back in, because that's contaminating your glitter. So I try and like use as little as possible. When I'm like doing my cup, to where I don't have to like and I hardly ever have to like pour too much back in, if any at all, because I'm gonna just bump and grind it all into the grooves. So I try and really like spread it as far and as wide as I can. And the good thing about the alcohol ink is you're not, okay, I'm just going to take it out and turn it, because that's going to take 99 years. It kind of moves a little bit better. Over the glitter, it sometimes gets caught up on the glitter, and you got to kind of like brush it and all that stuff. On alcohol ink, you don't have to do that. So you just kind of move it. And if you're patient and good with your fingers, you can just move it around. I'm going to have to go back to that spot, but that's okay. And so I'm almost fini. We just have a little bit, and then I'm going to give it a good brush over. And then once it has a brush over, you're going to see like the final product-ish. Because once you have epoxy on alcohol ink, it gives it a whole different shine and dimension. So that shine when epoxy hits it, and Pro Marine and alcohol ink looks so pretty together. Like it just does. So you really have a whole different vision for it. All right. I think that's it. I think we good, yo. All right, let's see. Ooh, wee, you good looking. Oh yeah, this is sexy as heck. And then you got that real shimmer. And this has that tinsel in it, so I pulled my brush. It's not vinyl, it's like real glitter shimmer. So this is phenomenal. Yes, indeed. This series is gorgeous. And that, Monsoise, is how you do an alcohol ink tumbler with glitter in the lines. You can see the little tinsel tips. So, and to make sure that the tinsel sticks down, you would just brush it a little bit more. You are going to want to seal this with triple thick. My lovely assistant went back to work, so I don't have her, but you are going to want to seal this with triple thick to make sure that it doesn't run when you put it under epoxy. So you are going to want to seal that. But this will be out for sale. I'll put it on either my Instagram or my page if you want to hit it. What up, hot boy? How many more days? How many? 3 more days.
3 more days until my birthday.
3 more days.
You know what I want?
What?
You to go get my tail.
All right, I am. All right, so that is a wrap for today. Y'all have a great day. Be good to everybody. Bye, y'all.